All right, the bad news is we didn't see super expensive ships. The good news is this match will go to 3, which will be cool because now we might see the expensive ships.
Yes.
Yep. And PL showed nothing new in that setup.
Yes.
That's very important.
Yes.
So maybe Hydra was like, we're going to force you to 3 matches because we feel like we can guaranteed win in the 3rd match. We're not going to bring anything expensive now, but maybe you'll show us something new. And PL just called their bluff instantly and brought the exact same setup they did in the 1st match.
It's crazy to me how if Hydra brings Cambions again there instead of the Vengeances, they win that match. They probably lose another Cambion.
There's also the Dami off the field in that setup.
Yeah,
They
but like
can
they
never-
did fine. All
were
I'm
at
saying
the
is they
same
were.
point, though.
Yeah.
They were down to just pretty much frigates at the same point in the match and lost, whereas last time they won.
And they would have had less. They would have had more like damage throughout the fight, so those trades would have been a little bit more favorable for Hydra. So they might have had 1 extra ship by the time it got to the end. Just kind of a testament to the value of those insane.
All teams should just bring Cambions all the time.
Yes. This should be a Cambion-only tournament.
So something to point out real quick there is in the early stages of the match when Pandemic Legion was focusing down the Ishtars of Hydra, Count Monte Carlo let one die without, he basically was repping a full HP Ishtar when another one was dying. And it was kind of tragic. I feel like if reps would have landed a bit earlier there, then they might have been able to turn the match around.
Fair enough.
To be fair, how can you not be shaky and pumped with adrenaline when you've just lost an Atana?
Because you're hardened, honorable tournament veterans. Hydra related.
All right, well, if you want 60 days of free EVE time, we do have a quick tournament, quick competition. It is on the EVE forums. It is a image puzzle. So if you go to the Alliance tournament forums, you can go see the image puzzle and send the answer to CCP a turn. If you do not like image puzzles, then you can simply just stay on the stream.
You can go
No one's
to
forcing
actually,
you.
if you want to see all the contests, you can go to eveonline.com/ATXI/contests, and you can see them all as soon as they come up.
You're such a show-off.
It's like a Rolodex of URLs for different
Yes.
things.
But that is absolutely true. Go win something, take something away from this tournament. Don't let Hydra, PL, and those guys be the only people who win today.
And by win, I mean, you mean lose an Atana and a Cambion?
And gain 50 ships that are worth.
That'll
just as
happen
much.
tomorrow.
That'll happen tomorrow. That's correct.
Operative word, though, is worth.
Worth.
Right.
Yeah.
Worth. All right, so the next match we have coming up is going to be the Ronin versus Exodus. We do have a little bit of a break now. Of course, it's the same teams fighting, so they have a little bit of extra time, so we're not just throwing them out into it. They're probably working on picks and bans right now. In fact, I might just check if we do have the bans in for the next match. We do. So Ronin versus Exodus, we have the bans in, and the Ronin have banned the Oniros and the Dominics. Exodus have banned the Scimitar and a Sleipnir.
Wow.
Really
lot of
don't like the
respect.
Slipnir.
A lot of respect for that comp, then.
Yeah.
What's odd to me is that, well, maybe the order of the ban, since it is, I think it's 1-2-1. They saw that they banned Sleipnir, and then in response to that, Ronin banned Dominix because they didn't have an answer outside of that Sleipnir Moa comp.
Yeah. So, first ban for Exodus, 3rd consecutive match is Scimitar. Why? What does the Scimitar do that makes them so sad?
I think Exodus is really worried about ultra-fast teams. I think that they want really slow-played matches where they can make the right calls. They're worried about being pressured and making wrong calls that they can't recover from because the match is so fast-paced match.
Also, Exodus tends to bring quite a bit of damps. Is that right? I feel like they've
I
been
think they only had one Mollusk in that last one. They did have a lot of damps on their ancillary ships, but only
like
one bonus damp
if
ship.
you like, I mean, they've been bringing Domi setups for sure. I feel like if you like relying on damps, Scimitar's mobility makes it a little better at coping with that because it can move around the field.
Yeah, because that's pretty much the only thing that the Scimitar does better than the Basilisk is mobility.
Yeah, so by banning that, they maybe get a little more of an E-War advantage because the Basilisk can't cope quite as well. But
All right, well, let's talk more about this. We're going to go for a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back talking more about the matches to come.